Welcome to VLearn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 10, Male Reproductive System and Functioning. Topics which we are going to cover in this session are Introduction, Sociological changes on the onset of adolescence, Scrotum and testicles, the sperm and the penis. Coming towards the introduction. The human body is in fact made up of several organs like the head, the trunk, the limbs, etc. Each organ performs a function. For instance, the organs of digestion include the liver, the stomach, the gallbladder and the bowel or intestines. The organs of hearing consist of the ear and the auditory nerve. Similarly, the windpipe, bronchial tubes and lungs from the organs of respiration. The organ of circulation likewise are made up of the heart, the arteries and the veins. We are able to make our movements with the help of bones and muscles. All these organs are identical in men and women. The reproductive system in human being has three structural components. The gons or organs of production of the germ cells, a set of tubes for the transport of germs, and in the female for housing the product of their union, and the organ for the delivery and reception of sperms. Psychological changes at the onset of adolescence. Adolescence is a very important period in the person's life because it prepares a child for his life as grown up. This is the time when he is no longer a child, but not yet an adult. When he begins to find a number of changes taking place in himself, adolescence means to grow to maturity. It includes mental, emotional and social maturity as well as physical maturity. Adolescence is the age when the individual becomes integrated into the society of adults, the age when the child does no longer feel that he is below the level of his elder, but equal at least in rights. This integration into adult society has many effective aspects, more or less linked with puberty. It also includes very profound intellectual changes. The intellectual transformation typical of the adolescent's thinking enable him to achieve his integration into the societal relationships of adult, which in fact the most general characteristic of this period of development. Most of the adolescent experience emotional and instability from time to time, which is a logical consequence of the necessity of making adjustment to new patterns of behavior and to new social expectations. While adolescent emotions are often intense, uncontrolled, and seemingly irrational, there is generally an improvement in emotional behavior with each passing year. Next is the social adjustment. One of the most difficult development tasks of adolescence relates to the social adjustment. Because adolescents spend most of their time outside home with members of their peer group, it is understandable that peers would have a great influence on adolescents' attitude, speech, interest, appearance, and behavior than the family has. In a short period of time, adolescents make the radical shift from disliking members of opposite sex to performing their companionship to that of members of their own sex. As a result of broader opportunities of societal participation, societal insight improves among older adolescents. They develop new values concerning the selection of friends and also concerning social acceptance. They also develop a strong interest themselves, partly because they realize that their social acceptance is markedly influenced by their general appearance and partly because they know the social group judges them in terms of their material possession. Next are the physical changes. The event marking the beginning of manhood is the secretion of gonadotrophic hormones by the pituitary gland, which is situated at the base of brain. They, because the testicles to mature and in turn of secrete their own hormone, the most important of which is testosterone. First of all, the teenagers start growing up fast. The shape of his body and the muscles now begin to grow firmer. The voice begins to break. It becomes deeper in sound, but until it has found its proper adult pitch, it sounds rather rough. Hair starts growing near genital organs and round the anus, under the armpits, and on the lower part of the abdomen. Next are the scrotum and testicles. The major sexual endocrine gland are the two tests or testicles, which are confined and protected in the sac-like structure called as scrotum. The word testes is derived from the word testify, meaning witness. Scrotum is a sac of skin divided into two parts, which hold the testes, epididymides, and the portion of vas deferens. When the skin is stretched, a large number of small glands are visible, which resemble pimples. These are entirely normal. The scrotum protects the test from injury. Each of these characteristics has important practical consequences. Temperature difference. It is important for you to note that the production of sperm is highly sensitive to the temperature difference. It is hampered by the warm environment inside the body, and the tests proceed optimally within the scrotal sac, where temperatures are somewhat lower. The scrotum keeps the test up to 5 degrees cooler than normal body temperature in order to allow the production of the sperm. The scrotum is situated at the projection outside the body, since within the body the temperature would be higher. Muscle fibers are attached to the inner surface of the skin, which contract during sexual erectment or when it is cold. Structure of the testes. The testes, two oval-shaped bodies suspended in the scrotum, are the most important gland of the entire reproductive system. Up to the age of 14, the testes are approximately only 10% of their mature size. When there is rapid growth for the year or two, after which the growth slows down, the tests are fully developed by the age of 21. The testicles contain two groups of structure which perform different functions. One is a series of cells, interstitial cells, which secrete the male sex hormones. The other group of structure is the semi-inferior tubules, which are a very large number of fine hair like tubules in which the sperms are formed. Development of testes. At the fetal stage of the male, testes develop in the abdominal cavity of the fetus, when they gradually descend to the edge of the pelvis. Usually by the 8th month of intrauterine life, they descend into the scrotum. Sometimes we may come across a child with one testicle only, or even without testicles, because they do not descend into the scrotum and are retained within the abdomen. This situation is called hidden testicles. Parents should take care to detect such complications in children. It can be easily done while bathing a child or dressing him. Problems with undersedated tests. Some of the problems related to undescended testicles include development of rupture and inguinal hernia and cancer. This can happen only this can happen to any child. It is advisable that those parents take necessary care to observe such abnormalities. In some cases, one of the testes may descend while the other may not. In such cases, also medical help should be sought. There is no harm in removing one of these testes surgically if it does not descend. Next is testosterone. When the tests mature, they begin to produce the male hormone. This highly complex chemical compound is called as testosterone. Men are not the only one who makes testosterone. Women make some too, but men make about 10 times more testosterone than women. Testosterone does more than just allow men to make sperm. It is called carried to various parts of the reproductive system where it directs each part in its physical growth. Next are the sperm. The main function of testes is to produce the sperm cell. The sperms are among the smallest cell in the human body, so small that we need a microscope to see them. It is possible to differentiate between the two groups of sperms according to their size and shape. One group is formed by small round-headed sperm carrying the Y chromosome and the other group of larger oval-shaped sperm carrying the X chromosome. Sperm production takes place in somniferous or sperm-bearing tubules. These tubules are very long and measures hundreds of feet, which permits the production of millions of sperm, or what we call the tiny live cells during the male's fertile lifetime. Next is the penis. It is the soft cylindrical organ that hangs under the abdomen at the junction of the thighs. It is formed of two parts, the body or shaft and the smooth part shaped like the helmet called glans. The body of the penis is formed by the three parallel cylinders of spongy tissues. Two are in the upper position that are responsible for the stiffness of the excreted penis, and a softer one is below the expanding on the top of the penis to form the glans. Now in the last, there are few questions which are based on this session. Write short note on the posturate gland. And next are what are the wet dreams. That's all for the session. Happy learning, we learning.